We had a great regular season, and everything was geared toward making a run to try to get to the finals. And you know, but it's a tough pill to swallow. And to be honest with you, I've never watched the game.
You really haven't watched the tape?
I haven't watched the game. I haven't watched the game.
Well, Mike Dunleavy earlier was telling everybody that after Smith hits a mid-range jumper.
No doubt, no doubt.
And you were saying earlier you come back home quite often.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, if you got 20 shots before, you're only going to get 8 to 12. So I think the one thing was that we understood that we had to find guys for not just Portland. I see it around the league.
Yes,
I'm sure you guys see it. And I just think I think so many.
We've already talked about the teams you had to beat: Garnett in Minnesota, Karl Malone, John Stockton in Utah, just to get to the top of the mountain to take on two guys who are arguably top 15 all-time in this league. And a selfless player who just had incredible talent.
Well, listen, the thing about Rasheed, he was as talented, every bit as talented as Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. You know, they just played to get the best shot, and that's kind of how he was trained. And so that, you know, maybe the stats didn't show it, but his impact on the game as you had in the league at that position.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're talking about Karl Malone and Kevin Garnett. You mentioned in the West alone. Duran comes down on a broken play to score here. The Blazers now shooting 4 of 24, 17% from 3. Into the lane comes Thompson, swoops in, going lefty to lay it in. Thompson over in the far corner, being watched by Sissoko. Skip pass, Harris fakes the 3, surveys. Setting up Divey, rotates to Thompson, gets into the body of Kamara. No whistle, play on, they say. I told you about it. Drew Holiday, of course, sideline. Into the lane, Cunningham on the wing, Harris too strong, rebounded Duran to the weak side. Moving without the ball is Thompson, leading him is Kamara, and a foul on Tamani Kamara.
Which Detroit was able to come away with and find themselves back at the line.
And then in Utah to take on the Jazz on the 26th, the Clippers and the Lakers also on the docket for this Detroit team. Sharp to bring it out of backcourt. That's tipped away by Thompson. He comes the other way, packs it with 2 hands.
He does that. Ausar Thompson.
They go to Harris again. The longtime vet out of Tennessee will step up mid-range. No. Tip jam on a weak side. Ausar Thompson, the wonderfully gifted athlete, giving Detroit a lead of 7.